Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm just having my coffee. How was the week, guys? For me, it was decent. I'm up by around 2% this week. So, in this video, we are going to skim through some stocks. I'm just trying to figure out either there is any kind of setups unfolding or not. At the same time, we will discuss about a really interesting topic that is shift in behavior, like making a change in behavior to become a more consistently profitable trader. CPT. Mm, Good fry. This seems interesting. Earnings are not that good. I know many of you guys are struggling with like bad trading habits. Some of you guys are stuck with like a habit of adding to a losing position. Some of you guys are stuck with like you don't have enough trust in your probabilities, your stats, your edge, and some of you guys don't even know that they have an edge. Many people are struggling with opening high positions like high leverage positions while trying to catch the exact top and bottoms. I struggle with that habit a lot. There's a famous quote by MJ Harrelson. No, sorry, it's a quote by Tom Hoggard that top pickers and bottom pickers will soon become cotton pickers, and that's really true. You guys are stuck with these habits because you really entertain relapsing. Relapsing is the biggest enemy of change. You guys, majority of you guys are already know that what you really need to do in order to become a consistently successful trader. If you already have a system that you believe have an edge, like if you consistently apply those over and over again for 30, 50, 60 trades, then at the end of that trade, the number of data set, you will be in profit. Then believe me, you just only need to execute that, and that part is really difficult. If you have like this kind of habits of like jumping into trades, jumping into lower time frame trades with high leverage positions, or let's say you are opening a position with proper stop loss at an invalidation point, but when it's moving against you, you are adding more positions. Those kind of habits are very, very risky for your trading career. How many of you actually add into a position where when uh, things are moving in your favor, like majority of you don't even able to add, like you struggle to add positions when trades move in your favor, but you guys love to add positions when they move against you. I don't know why. Do you know why? Because you act like classic gambler. Like you will average the loss. You think like, oh man, it's I'm getting a little discounted price, let's bet a little more. And that mindset is really risky. And believe me, if you're doing this and making money, like you made money last week by doing this, I promise you, you're gonna blow up your account within 2 months, within 1 month, or maybe within 1 week, next week. I, I promise you. Most people think they are smart. There are many people think they are smart, but they are actually not. I don't consider myself as as a smart guy. I'm very normal. I like very few people are truly smart in this world, and I'm definitely not one of them. Do you know what is actually smart? Smartness is actually when you able to apply your knowledge properly. That's smartness. And when your habits, your like demons, like pressure you to not actually like force you, pull you back when you try to execute your knowledge, like there is a fight between your mind and your knowledge, like your emotions and your knowledge. Welcome. You are very very normal. Most people are not smart actually. Yeah, maybe many people are knowledgeable, but they are not smart. BSc, yeah, I was long in this one 2 weeks ago, and right now it's dropping. Earnings are quite good. I'm expecting a higher price on this one. Let's see if we get any proper confirmation this week. SBI card. I'm also looking for longs in this one. I'm targeting for all-time highs. Let's see. So relapsing is your biggest enemy. So what you need to do, like that, you know already that you are in trouble, right? But you don't know how to actually solve it. Take a step, guys. If you don't solve it right now, you will fall into those 90% of traders who lose money and end up like come out of the market thinking that, man, my mom was right, my father was right, that it's trading is gambling. My teacher was right, bro. Come on. I don't. If you are here, I don't really want to see you on that place. Take a step, guys. Take a step. If you are still stuck with those bad habits, imagine now, if for 5 years you don't avoid doing what you know you needed to do, then what would you be like? Come on, man. Take a step from this Monday. Create a plan this weekend that I just need to do these things, and I don't need to do like I just need to avoid these things. These are my bad trading habits. And also with that, like create take a page, make 3 columns on that. On the first column, write like what you really need to do. What's your strength? What's your system? Where do we get it? Where you get in? Where you get out? How you analyze and these things. Okay, what's your risk management? How you handle drawdown? Like, are you cutting your losses when you are facing a drawdown? You're facing a losing streak. Like losses are pretty normal, and at the same time, losing streaks are also. I faced really bad year during like at the during the end of 2022 to and during the end of 2023 also. But don't get demotivated. Like it's a really part of the game. Big players like that losing trades are pretty normal. Why don't you guys really understand that? If you don't understand that losing is a part of the game, if you're taking a loss very personally, then you're not gonna like your emotions are gonna fucked up every time you're gonna trade. That's pretty normal. You like you really need to see losses as a business expense. Okay, so create three columns. Back to the point. Create three columns. On the first one, you're gonna write your strengths, what you know you need to do. Okay, and on the second column, you're gonna write that those things that are actually pulling you back from becoming a successful, consistently successful trader. Either it's adding to a losing position, either it's trying to catch the exact bottom or tops in lower time frame with high leverage positions, or it's taking trades without any plan. Okay, anything that you think that is pulling you back from becoming a consistently profitable trader, write that down on the second column. And on the third column, you're going to write down your triggers, things that actually you think trigger you. Like when I was doing this exercise, like maybe 2 years ago, I found that I actually get involved into tilt. Like I actually try to catch the exact bottom and tops. Like I was really obsessed with the optimal trade entry setups. So what I was doing, I was like whenever there was a OT setup, I was trying to like go huge leverage on that. I was using around like 1 is to 10, 1 is to 15, 20 leverage at that time. uh, right now I'm using 1 is to 8, 1 is to 10. That's it. I don't really need much. Okay, so at that time what I was doing, I was going really full leverage on those OT setups. And obviously when your stop loss is so tight in the lower time frames and you're actually trading against completely the trend in the lower time frame, those setups was like facing a really low win rate. And those of you guys who was with me at that time, you know that I was really struggling at that point of in my journey. And I found myself like there are few triggers that actually trigger me to behave like this, because I was aware that the thing that I'm doing is definitely not something which is profitable. Yeah, some in many times I was making like the win rate was facing around um 22 to 21% around. Okay, with this OT type of mindset that I was playing with. But the problem was like I was facing multiple losses in a row, and that was emotionally devastating. Believe me, that was emotionally devastating, horrible. And when you face like in order to catch a good profitable trade like huge RR, like 13 RR, 14 RR, 20 RR, those kind of trades, you are facing almost like 10 back-to-back losses, 6 back-to-back losses. And that's actually pulling your there is a it was clearly visible that my equity curve is dropping very steadily, and that was really painful. Okay, and that was a cycle for me. I find the trigger was that I'm not planning my trades properly. I'm not placing my stop loss. When I'm not placing my stop loss in a invalidation point, that was a really big trigger for me. When I was not planning the trade early in the morning or before the session, that was a trigger for me. When I sit, another big trigger was that there was no open position in my current PNL. And when there is no open position, then there was that was highly possible that when I go into the chart, I will look for those OTA setups and try to get involved into them. Another big trigger that was like triggering this was when I was facing drawdowns. I was trying to like do revenge trade with this mindset. Like what I was thinking, okay, man, I'm facing a drawdown, and if I take a OT trade, that's the 10-hour sitting for me, and I can easily get out of this shit. And those things, believe me, man, those those thinkings are dangerous. So back to the point, you need to do this exercise in this week. You need to take a paper. On the first column, you're going to write what's your strengths, what's your system, and what you know you needed to do. On the second column, you're going to write about your bad trading habits, your bad demons that is actually pulling you back from becoming a consistently profitable trader. And on the third column, what you're going to do, on the third column, you're going to write about your triggers. Okay, because in order to actually like stop the relapsing process, you really need to know what's your triggers. That's the only way that you can you like you can change your habits only by becoming more aware of them. Okay, so becoming more aware is really important. So it's already 16 minutes. Trading view allowed us to only record for 20 minutes, so I'm closing this video for now. And I hope this video. Okay, another important point that I want to discuss is that, okay, you're gonna work on this, okay, in this weekend, and create another Excel sheet or a blank paper. Create in a single row, create 30 in a single column, create 30 rows, and you are gonna track your trades, okay? Just keep it really simple, because keeping it really simple is really important when you're tracking like this process. You're just gonna track three things: where you took the actually took the position, was this position actually pre-planned or not, tick that box. What is the outcome of this position? And on the third column, you're gonna track, did you followed your plan and risk management properly or not. Okay, these are the four columns that you're gonna track for next 30 trades. Okay, don't do anything else, just take this step, man. Just take this step, just for next 30 trades of your life. This next 30 trades is either going to change your life, and if you fail to follow this, I'm sorry, this is not for you. You're going to struggle for next another 1 2 year, 3 5 year, until you follow this 30 trade process. Like for the next 30 trade, don't break any fucking rule. Don't try to become a perfectionist. Okay, you can't be you can't try, don't try to be perfection in market. Perfection doesn't exist. Okay, it's a game of probability, so don't try to become a perfectionist. Just try to become more aware of your bad trading habits. And you also need to be aware of that I have an edge, I have a statistical edge, and my job is just executing that edge over and over and over and over again for the next 30 trades. So that's your task for the next week. And I'm just closing this session. It's already 19 minutes. So see you soon, guys, and have a great weekend.